As Manchester United hosted Everton today, it scored a record of different sorts. This, the club's 4,000th consecutive match with at least one youth graduate from its academy on the side. Marcus Rashford and Jesse Lingard, both England players and two of United's brightest stars. But their success began as children at the club they now play for in the Premier League. The 4,000-game run for Manchester United youth graduates began before the Second World War back in 1937. Perhaps the two standout eras for homegrown talent were the so-called Busby Babes, who played under the management of Sir Matt Busby in the 1950s, and of course the class of '92.
I've always said there are values that Manchester United has that should never change, and that's they should play entertaining football. Obviously always try and win trophies, but always have an essence on the fact that the academy is something that's been so special to this club.
And Gary Neville joins a wealth of homegrown names. In 1956, Sir Bobby Charlton made his debut for the first team. In the 60s, the mercurial George Best broke into the club's senior team. In the 80s, the academy produced a number of great goal scorers, including Mark Hughes. The famous class of '92 featured some of United's biggest names, including the likes of David Beckham and Ryan Giggs. And today, the likes of Marcus Rashford are carrying on the club's great tradition of championing young talent. And Fletcher Moss Rangers is the tiny grassroots club where it all began for Marcus Rashford. With 400 young players aged between 6 and 17, it's one of the many pipelines into competitive club academies.
All we can do at grassroots level is give a kid a chance. It's up to the powers that be, United Cities, whoever it is, you know, to actually take the gold nugget, polish it and make it into something, you know, that can be used further down the round in the football world, as it were.
And there's certainly no shortage of ambition here.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Footballer.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Footballer. No doubt. Footballer.
It's this confidence that's nurtured at the academy, according to United graduate Paul McShane. He never played for the senior team, but he says the experience teaches you more than just football.
Everything was a competition, you know. It was like, you know, we play hockey, we play badminton, we'd be swimming, and it was always having that mentality of wanting to win, and that was throughout the whole club. Training every day was competitive. You didn't want to be on the losing team.
And academy player Mason Greenwood's goal against Everton is a timely example of the value in growing your own talent. Sally Lockwood, Sky News at Old Trafford.